fawn was hit by a train, tossed off the tracks, but fortunately survived. A bird was struck by the train. A herd of cows crossed the tracks, but unfortunately one was left behind. It suddenly darted through a fence and appeared right in front of the last locomotive, getting hit hard and dying. A deer suddenly lunged at a man on a motorcycle, leaving him dazed for a moment. Luckily, he was okay, only slightly hurt. What an astonishing situation.
I gotta say that.
A deer suddenly ran onto a highway, and a vehicle traveling at high speed was unable to avoid it and crashed into the animal. While driving along the road, a driver suddenly encountered a bear cub emerging from a shaded roadside ditch. The animal attempted to cross the road but didn't make it in time and collided with the driver's vehicle, as well as another car. A bear about 1 meter long collided with the right side of a moving car. The vehicle was damaged, the driver was unharmed, and the bear fled back into the forest. Vehicles may be bigger and faster, but bears remain formidable opponents with strength and resilience that are not easily overcome. In the evening, a rabbit suddenly darted across the road and ended up directly beneath the driver's wheels. Because everything happened so quickly and another vehicle was traveling closely behind, the driver had no safe way to brake or swerve. A rare incident took place during the Imola 2025 session when Pierre Gasly unfortunately ran over a rabbit during the FP1 pre-practice.
Touched an animal. An animal.
A dangerous incident occurred while traveling on the B-Line Parkway at a speed of 76 miles per hour. The vehicle suddenly collided with a turkey vulture, which slammed violently into the windshield. An infuriating incident occurred near Canning Town Station when a bus driver ran over two ducklings and continued driving without stopping. The vehicle driving ahead of me hit a wild turkey near Patoka Lake.
Was that a bird? Whoa.
A shocking video captured a galloping horse colliding with a car in Romania. Over the weekend in Asheville, seriously injured. Direct impact. A train traveling at full speed strikes a bird. Unable to judge the speed of the oncoming train, a flock of sheep nearly meets disaster but manages to run clear at the last second. An unexpected moment on the tracks as a local train collides with a goat. A shocking accident at Chichawatni Station as the Tesgam 8DM train slams into a buffalo. A herd of cattle being grazed by locals was freely roaming along the road when one cow running near the edge suddenly entered the traffic lane and immediately crashed into a car. A car collided with a cow that was being grazed near the roadway. The cow was knocked down and thrown a distance, but was fortunately not serious. Stand up on its own afterward. A collision with a moose occurred in Petrozavodsk. The animal did not survive due to severe injuries, while the passengers were shaken but remained safe. A reckless duck narrowly avoids being struck by a passing car. An antelope suddenly charges straight into the side of a vehicle ahead. The animal is killed instantly, and the car is left badly damaged. Out of nowhere, a deer bursts onto the road, bringing the journey to an abrupt end. At the 23-minute mark, a deer ran straight across in front of the locomotive, missing death by just inches. Hundreds of ducks, guided by two herders, crossed the railway tracks, but some got trapped between the rails and couldn't escape, resulting in being run over and killed on the spot. The high-speed train locomotive was traveling at around 110 km/h and nearly struck a poor goat. During a drive through the countryside, a bear suddenly ran across the road and was hit by one car and another vehicle. Suddenly, a turkey flew across the road, but the car braked in time, avoiding a serious collision. A turkey vulture encountered a truck traveling at 80 km/h on the road. Three cows appeared on the tracks. The train slowed down and waited until they moved away safely. A large cow standing on the tracks was hit by a high-speed train near the Jehilam area. The train nearly hit a moose. and afterward the animal turned back and appeared to challenge the train. In Steamboat Springs, Colorado, a moose confronted an oncoming train while feeding. The mother and calf were separated as the train approached, but fortunately both survived. A donkey wandered onto the railway tracks just as the Subak-Karam train was passing through. Despite the train driver repeatedly sounding the horn as a warning, the animal remained unaware of the danger approaching. Dangerous situation occurred near Gila when a large cow crossed the tracks at the exact moment a high-speed train was rushing toward it. Fortunately, the animal managed to reach the other side just in time, narrowly avoiding a serious accident. A tragic accident took place near Sahiwal, Pakistan, when a donkey was struck by the non-stop high-speed Green Line Express. A tense moment unfolded in Anchorage, Alaska, when two moose appeared near the railway tracks. As a freight train approached, the animals panicked and quickly ran away from the danger zone. A car collided with a wild boar in the Seletar North Lake. Dashcam footage from a Volkswagen captured the nighttime collision with a wild boar. A police vehicle traveling at around 80 mph struck a deer. A moose was hit by a car but managed to get back up and walk away. In the middle of the tracks, a bison was crushed by a high-speed train while trying to cross with its herd. A wandering cow blocked the train, forcing the engineer to brake hard and shout to herd the animals so the train could reach the station safely. untracked trains 48, 19, and 207 almost hit deer in Sheridan, NY. Fortunately, the entire herd made it across the tracks safely. Reindeer in northern Canada get stuck on a high bridge as a train approaches. Should it face the train or try to escape? A motorcycle hits a fawn on the highway. The rider doesn't see it until it runs out in front of a white car. A man collides with a running bear cub, causing it to fall at the same time. A cow crosses at the wrong time and is thrown into the air. A poor donkey was standing on the railway tracks and was struck by a high-speed train. A young boy tried to protect the donkey from the oncoming train, desperately chasing it away, but the animal refused to leave the tracks. In the end, both the boy and the donkey were safe. A mother deer and her fawn crossed the tracks. The mother managed to escape safely, but the young deer was unfortunately hit by a freight train. Surprisingly, another deer nearly got hit as the train rushed past, but luckily there was no collision, which was truly a relief. A cow crossing the railway tracks was struck by a high-speed train. The incident highlights the serious danger to passengers in railway operations when livestock wander onto the tracks. The Patliputra LTT Express hits a cow crossing the railway tracks. The Vande Bharat Express strikes a sheep crossing the tracks while traveling at high speed. A duck crossing the railway tracks. A kangaroo suddenly burst out of a field and ran in front of the locomotive, where it was struck by the train. A train struck a bird near Bahia Panahali. 2 pigeons flew up from the tracks. One managed to escape, while the other collided with the locomotive. A snowmobile hit a deer, the impact killing the animal immediately. A herd of cows stood right by the tracks, casually moving around without any fear as the train approached. A car almost hit a hedgehog, but luckily stopped in time.
Emergency call center.
Just breathe.
2 wild boars collided with 2 cars on the Talan-Tartu highway at km 77 past the town of Anna. Seven lucky cows crossed the tracks ahead of an oncoming train in Tezpur, Assam. Four goats suddenly ran onto the tracks and were unfortunately hit by the train. A whole troop of monkeys surrounded the tracks without showing any fear. The local train struck a goat, leaving it trapped under the train.